Shalom, Barak the Yahweh, Barak the Yahushai, Barak the Yahweh, Barak the Yahushai, Barak the Yahweh, Barak the Yahushai. Let's give all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, double honors to the apostles, elders, bishops. We're at Millstone that taught us this word. Peace and salutations to hopeful elect across the planet Earth, pushing this truth in sincerity and in truth. I just want to talk about, enduring and holding fast what you have, which is this truth, this knowledge, this understanding. In the spirit, because the Lord is on his way. He's almost here, man. That day is upon us. The time of Jacob's trouble, the hour of temptation. All the everything is in place. Everything is in place, and the technology is here. The mindset of the people, racial tensions, all that. With these deportations, the ICE. We have this cruel leader that's in office right now. Giving the orders for these ICE agents to split up families and deport people and passing all this legislation. Because if you can do that, what else does this guy have up his sleeve, man? It shouldn't be it's not far fetched that this man will be the man to bring in this new world order, to sign legislation as far as this chip, the digital currency, the mark of the beast, and all that. All that technology is in place, and the man to set this out, let it carry it out, he's in place. Lord will. Also, like World War III, we almost, we saw how close we got with that Iran conflict, but there's other prophecies that need to come to pass first before those nuclear missiles will drop. But everything is here, man. We're at that time, and now it's not the time to, get weak and to fall off and get caught up in other doctrines. This Revelation 2:25. But that which ye have already, hold fast till I come. Yeah, you gotta hold on to this truth fast, man. It's knowledge, understanding, sound doctrine. Pray for, to renew your spirit daily, man. Or make sure you're renewing that spirit and asking for a strong mind, to keep you in this thing, man. Because Satan is going hard, It's important to endure unto the end, as the Lord said, And he that overcometh and keepeth my works unto the end, to him will I give power over the nations. So there definitely is a reward, for doing this work. He that overcometh, meaning he that gets the victory, gets the victory, over these demons out here. Victories over your enemies for not taking that ship, whether it be through martyrdom or just, the Lord delivers you, man. You're getting the victory on the side, man, by not accepting that chip and keeping that works unto the very end and being delivered. That's when you say you're saved, when you're in that chariot. But he that overcometh, he that gets the victory and keepeth my works unto the end, to him will I give power over the nations, and he shall rule them with a rod of iron. As the vessels of a potter shall they be broken into shivers, or broken to shivers, even as I received of my Father. So yeah, you rule with that iron rod, man. Dictatorship, man. Get your revenge on these nations, man, and slavery for everything these nations have done to you. You want to take part in that revenge, mean the first fruits of Yahweh's kingdom, that governing body in Yahweh's kingdom, man. You want to be that. But you have to hold fast what you have till he comes, man. And he's on his way. Just like in Matthew 24:13. But he that shall endure unto the end, of the same shall be saved. And this gospel of the kingdom shall be preached in all the world for a witness unto all nations. And then shall the end come, man. So we already know this word has been pushed. You got different world leaders talking about how they're the real Jews and all that, man. So this word has been pushed, man. Now it just takes for it's been pushed to all the world. So now it just takes the elect hearing it and waking up, and then that's when that destructive wind will come, man. So we're almost there, man. But he that endureth unto the end, the same shall be saved. So now is not the time, to get weak, man. We're in the home stretch. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come, man. Yeah, these prophecies are surely going to come to pass, man. The word is man that he should. The Lord is a man that he should not lie, man. He's bound by his word. He said it was going to happen. It's going to happen. Yeah, so it's all about, patience. At the end of this is James 5:7. Be patient, therefore, brethren, unto the coming of the Lord. You gotta be patient, man. You gotta be patient. You gotta suffer, and you just be disciplined in this thing. Behold, the husbandman waiteth for the precious fruit of the earth, and have long patience for it, until he receive the early and latter rain. And the farmers, they plant those fruits and crops. He's patient, for that, for, for that harvest. He's patient. You gotta be patient for the fruit of the kingdom, man. Being that first fruits in the kingdom, you gotta be patient for that. It seems like it's tarrying. It will not tarry. It shall surely come, as the scriptures say. Be ye also patient. Establish your hearts, for the coming of the Lord draweth nigh. Yes, establish your hearts. Look at the word established. The word there is sterizo.
Strong's G 4741. Sterizo. Sterizo.
Sterizo means to make stable, place firmly, set fast, fix, to strengthen, make firm, to render consistent, confirm one's mind. To render consistent, you have to be consistent and confirm in one's mind. You have to truly believe, man. To strengthen, to make firm, set fast. You're going to hold fast, till the Lord come. Hold fast His truth. Place firmly, all about being established, rooted, firm, that foundation, that rock solid foundation in this truth, man. It says establish your hearts, your minds, man. Make firm your minds. Be consistent in your mind. Hold fast in your mind this truth, being patient. For the coming of the Lord draweth nigh. Grudge not one against another, brethren, lest ye be condemned. Behold, the judge standeth before the door. Take my brethren, the prophets, who have spoken in the name of the Lord, for an example of suffering, affliction, and patience. Yeah, the Lord gives all examples of men that suffered. He talks about the patience of Job. But also, the Apostle Paul, what he went through, man. Stephen, what he went through, was all examples of the scriptures of suffering, affliction for this truth, man. It says, take my brethren, the prophets, who have spoken in the name of the Lord, for an example of suffering, affliction, and of patience. So the Lord gave us examples. Behold, we count them happy which endure. Ye have heard of the patience of Job, and have seen the end of the Lord. The Lord is very pitiful and tender mercy, and of tender mercies. So yeah, man, you gotta refer back to these scriptures, man. Different examples. So what we go through it's not uncommon to man. It's common to man. But we have the truth. At the end of the day, the average person in the world doesn't have the truth, but they're still catching hell as well, especially in this society. So yeah, so take those prophets as an example. The ancient prophets, the apostles, what they went through, as an example of suffering and affliction. You know that you can do it. This is endure unto the end, and the same shall be saved, man. You have a chance. You have a fighting chance in this thing. That's Colossians 2 and 6. As ye have therefore received Yahushua the Lord, so walk ye in him, rooted and built up in him, and established in the faith. And ye have been taught, abounding therein with thanksgiving. Established in the faith, man. Established in your mind, established in the faith, man. It's got to be your strong rock. Looks like it's a different word here, different Greek word. Bahayo.
Strong's G 950. Bebayao. Bebayao.
Bebaio. It means to make firm, establish, to make sure, to confirm. That confirmation, man, is that faith, to confirm in the faith, establish in the faith. The definition of faith is the evidence of things not seen. Your belief makes it real, rooted and built up, established firm in the faith, as ye have been taught, abounding where therein with thanksgiving. Beware lest any man spoil you through philosophy and vain deceit, the traditions of men, after the rudiments of this world, and not after Yahushua. Yeah, the rudiments of this world, philosophies, the ways of this world, man. That'll pull you off the truth quick, man. Traditions of men. That's the way to really get you about this truth, man. Going back into the world, man. This world is completely opposite of this truth, man. Beware lest any man spoil you through philosophy and vain deceit, man. All these different wayward doctrines out here. Vain deceit, rudiments of this world, man. So yeah, said beware of that. Beware of that. You have to be rooted and built up and established in this faith, man, this truth, what you've learned. And stay in it, maintain in it, endure in it, man. Because there is a reward, man. You read in Revelation, hold fast like come. To him will I give power over the nations. He that overcometh, he that has the victory over this world, man. He that overcometh, he keepeth my works unto the end. To him will I give power over the nations. So there is a reward, man. The first fruits of the kingdom, man. A governing body, of the elect, Lord will, man. Yeah, this is Ecclesiastes 19, I'll start 18. The fear of the Lord is the first step to be accepted of him, and wisdom obtaineth his love. So the fear of the Lord, does it come with, that's how you obtain wisdom, it's the fear of the Lord. If you get caught up in all doctrines, man, you don't really have that fear. Yahushua, man. If you're not established in the faith, you don't have that fear. So that fear is the first thing that's what's going to keep you on track. It's the fear of Yahushua, man. So the fear of the Lord is the first step of being accepted of him. And wisdom obtaineth his love. The knowledge of the commandments of the Lord is the doctrine of life. And they that do things that please him shall receive the fruit of the tree of immortality. And they that do the things that please him, what are the things that please him? The Lord said, if you love me, keep my commandments. That's part of keeping the works, keeping the commandments to the best of your ability. And doing in the truth, keep your heart, your mind established in the faith. Be patient. Remember the works of Job, the patience of Job, the sufferings of Job, and applying these scriptures to your life. That's how you please the Lord, man. That's how you receive the fruit of the tree of immortality. That's the goal, man. That's another, reward. That's also part of the reward. It's immortality, man. The fear of the Lord is all wisdom. Verse 20, the fear of the Lord is all wisdom. And all wisdom is the performance of the law and the knowledge of his omnipotency. And the Most High, he's the Most High, man. Yeah, he shall receive the fruit of the tree of immortality. as well as, giving power over the nations, and shall rule them with the rod of iron, man. So there's a reward to this thing, man. If you endure and keep the word unto the end, you know. So yeah, man. Stay established in the faith, rooted up, built up, you know. With that, shalom.